Since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this game all year long, David.
Yeah, and trophies matter. I mean, this is something at the end of games. People run, you see, they go grab them, they put them on their heads. It means something to these kids.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a third and long from the 27. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. To throw, Manning. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I love the way this defense just responded. Sometimes you're over there drinking Powerade on the sidelines. You're ready for your offense to do its thing. They turn it over. You quickly grab your helmet. Sometimes you're discombobulated. And this offense tries to take advantage of that. Defense more than ready. Grabs the momentum right back in this football game. Back-to-back turnovers.
And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third and short now from their own 48. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just way off target and missed him.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. On target. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Pulls it in. It's Lockett. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it goes.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. On the move. Finding some room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas!
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then the quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore, coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now they'll run the draw. Breaks into the open. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Motion from the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he could even get started. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Manning. Punts it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Setting up the screen for Coleman. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Play action, here's Manning. Here's a heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. The quick out. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Here's Arch to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete. Just keep slinging it. It's complete.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Manning to the air again. He's taking the shot. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this defense is dialed and already forced one interception. Had a chance right there to get another one. Everything this offense does so far, they are reading it, breaking on it, and making some plays.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. Here's Manning to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Manning. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Finds his back in the middle. There he goes! Delivers the stiff arm. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Give to the back. And they swarm him under.
They
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. To throw, it's Mateer. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, got
a little grass, gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Here's Robinson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He might want another play. Trying play action. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacked on the extra point. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Return from inside his 10. Slips through the line, and he'll be brought down after he... Solid effort on that return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Arch Madness. Makes the grab. It smothers. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wide receiver going in motion. They go play action with Manning. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Safe completion on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Now on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here they come on 4th and long. This play made much more difficult by that 3rd down penalty. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll move the wide receiver. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Arch is going to throw for it. That's caught. It's Smothers. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Gets the back moving. Art's going to spin it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. Manning from the gun on third down. Finds his man. It's Townsend. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Manning. Snagged in the middle. It's Smothers. Into the secondary on the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're going to try for 2. Now, if you don't get this, you might be chasing points the rest of the game. They want to run this quarterback. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Mateer. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
This will likely be the last play of the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 14 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's South Carolina looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
To throw, Manning. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Five receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to run the Sooner Schooner Sooners face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd in this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He's got the back in the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Makes the grab and room to run. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun to give, looking for room. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quarterback keeps it. Hook, headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer to a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Send the tight end in motion. Here's Arts to throw. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route. And because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Under fire. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Going to the running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The throw to the outside is complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. Manning with a play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Brown. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Third down from the gun, Manning. Got the back over the middle. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Mateer. Bringing the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the fourth quarter, you got the lead, a few more stops, and it's dub time. So pinning your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Manning to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smothers. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
High the chains now on second and long. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Arch Madness. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
On second and 10, a four wide out set, trips right. Manning to the air again. That's reeled in. It's Brown. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Gets it out fast. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Arch is going to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Manning from the gun on third down. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Texas. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Now a timeout called by the Sooners as their first. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks away on the left. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got a step and just dusted the field. The Sooners come down and score one of their own. And with
With that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the 2-point try. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the grab for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by a single possession late. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Manning fires to the right. It's complete. At the 20, he's got space. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. The Longhorns inside the final minute trying to protect the lead and the ball. Looking to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the defense in desperation mode trying to hang on to give their team a chance. To throw, Manning. That's got it. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. to the air. It's Mateer. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Justin Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA.